His ability to run sideline to sideline, Bo, is really unmatched. We talked, he was the Butkus Award winner a year ago, the top linebacker, and you can put all the accolades on him you want, but just his innate ability to track the football. You can put any type of tape on you want to. You see him in walking people down, whether it's a bubble screen to the outside, it's a quarterback that decides to get outside, it's if he's coming with a jet sweep and he's standing in the middle of the field, you look up and outside the numbers, Jalon Walker's making a tackle. I think the part that maybe we tried to emphasize some is the schooling that some of these Georgia players get, all these Georgia players get when they go there. And I know Rusty's talked about this a great deal. When you come out of Georgia and you played your Kirby Smart, you know how to play defensive football. You understand leveraging the ball. You understand the signs to read, the instincts that are there with all these players because they're 4- and 5-star kids, but you got to nurture those. And that's what Georgia and their staff do under Kirby Smart's leadership. They teach these guys to take those instincts and then manifest those into the ability to almost kind of predict where you're going to go. And when they do, then they have that athleticism to go walk people down. But there's no question that the ability for quarterbacks to move in the National Football League. We saw 2 guys drafted last night at quarterback. Jackson Dart, who the Giants jumped back into. They went in and he's an athlete-type player. That's a guy that Walker's had to track down for the last couple of years at Ole Miss. And certainly Cam Ward's ability to create and extend plays. That's what this thing has become to a large extent. I mean, think about Patrick Mahomes extending plays, Jaden Daniels, all these guys extending plays, Jalen Hurts, who won a Super Bowl, extending plays. You have guys that can go get them. Well, you just drafted 2 guys that's what they do. I talked about it on the Atlanta Falcon Radio Network, or I talked about on the AtlantaFalcon.com about some of these guys that were prospects of mine. Both these guys were guys that I termed hunters. These are both hunters, and they can walk people down, and that's what Jalon Walker does.